was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt fool cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt fool cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt fool cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood.
And we're live.
And we are back, and we're live here at the Hofbrauhaus Columbus.
Welcome to the Underdog Journey. I'm Wes. This guy is David, and I can't speak again today. It takes me a while to warm up.
You got to warm up. He's like an old Chevy. I don't know, Ford? Are you more of a Ford
Chevrolet
guy?
Company. Yeah, yeah, sure.
He's an old diesel. How about we just go with that?
I'm an old wooden ship.
All right, now you made it weird.
That's how I roll.
That's how you roll. Okay.
That was my wedding vows to my wife. my current wife.
Your current wife, your first wife. So I was talking to. What's funny is I was talking to somebody the other day, and they slipped and said my first wife. And
are they currently on their first wife?
They're currently on their first wife. And I told them the story about kind of where it kind of comes
That's
from
pretty funny.
And everything. And I told him to change his wife's name in his phone to first wife. My first wife.
At least it didn't say first ex-wife.
Yes. Or that'd be hilarious. Just change it to ex-wife. All right, I'm going to update my wife's phone number in here just to straight up ex-wife.
Yep, don't do it.
Let's see here. I don't even know how to get to my contacts. I'm old.
She might be watching. She's been watching lately.
She ain't watching me.
She thinks we're great. She should. She thinks we're hilarious. Most wives think their husbands are hilarious, is what I've found over time.
They think we're hilarious until they marry us. And after
Right.
that,
After
we
that,
are
it's
the
like,
most annoying creatures on the face of the planet. That is how that works.
It's funny how that works.
Marriage advice from the Underdog Journey, brought to you in part by Arby's. Arby's, we have the meats.
There you go, exactly. No,
that was so bad. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I wasn't going to make a comment, David.
All right, moving along.
Family show.
Moving along.
It's a family show. But
yes,
they don't tell you that before you get married, that your sense of humor, it's still going to be there. It's not going to be recognized.
It doesn't change. It doesn't change, but the appreciation does.
Right. So that's what there should be like premarital classes, right? You know, like when you have a kid, the hospitals like you to go to these like classes to like take care of kids, teach you how to swaddle, that sort of thing. There should be classes for like people who are about to get married.
I think there are.
They tell the wives, like, you know, this man is going to remain 12 years old for the rest of his life.
Yeah, 12 to 15. That's the best
and
you get.
And they should tell the man, look, you know, as soon as you get married,
she's 65.
She's not going to find you funny anymore.
Yes.
At all.
At all.
Like, at all.
And when you breathe, she's not going to be happy about it.
Exactly. You should hear Kirsten talk about how I chew. Just chew. She hates the way I chew.
That's good. That's classic right there.
Oh, man.
That is classic.
The death looks I get from chewing.
So it's I would be the person that would complain more about the chewing. If one of the kids are smacking their gums, as I call it, man, I got no time for that. I got no time for that
Nicole
whatsoever.
Liffingwell says 65.
See,
she is watching.
She is watching. Dude, you got to let us know you're there so I know not to say dumb shit.
It's true. You got to give us heads up, Nikki. Come on.
Hold on a second. I got a text message. Let's see who that is.
You're in trouble now.
No, it's Austin Klaus. We're good.
There you go.
We can continue saying stupid things.
As we do.
Yes.
So, Hofbrauhaus is pretty nice here. They got a good crowd.
Yeah. So I'd say a couple weeks ago, the last time I was in town, let me turn the volume down on this thing because it went ding, and I don't like You know, we don't like ding dongs
You gotta
popping
turn
up on our podcast.
Yeah, you got to turn the dings on. Ding
There we go. All right, ding dongs are off. You know, the last time I was here, this place was, I mean, so every seat in the house was packed.
They get great business here.
It is still pretty busy. It's not quite as busy as it was then, but this place is packed. So there's room, which means if you're in Central Ohio, drop what you're doing right now. Put the show on audio only through your Bluetooth in your car. Come down here to Hofbrauhaus in Grandview.
We have a table reserved.
We have a table reserved, and just tell them you know us. We got seats here. You can get in, and come down here and drink beer with us. Because I mean, really, that's what the cool kids do these days. They drink beer with us.
It's true, and you can't beat the beer at Hofbrauhaus.
You can't. So
this is the best.
When you and I first met, I was a Bud Light guy.
You were.
That's it. I drank Bud Light, and I would take pictures of beer lists and send to Wes and say, West, what do I want off of this beer list?
What tastes like Bud Light?
Yeah, what's the closest thing to Bud Light?
I remember those days.
And now it's gone so far.
Oh,
I guess
I
it's
could never
back
keep up
to,
with you now. There's no way.
It's back to dead zero. Is I don't drink beer unless it's really good beer.
Right. And you also lecture waitresses on how they need to serve the beer.
That was one time. That was one time, and she asked.
And she asked for it.
No, she didn't ask for it, but she asked why I wanted to put the beer back into the already used mug as opposed to using another frosty ice cold beer mug.
Look, I'm not judging the fact that you're lecturing waitresses on how to serve beer. I'm not. Look, you do what you got to do.
I'm not judging you, but I'm judging you, Dave.
I'm not judging you.
I'm not judging you, but I am.
I'm not judging you. I'm saying it loudly so everybody out there can judge you.
That works. Oh, she judged me as well. She judged me as well, and that was in Kentucky. So does it really count? I mean, that's a bourbon state.
Ouch. Stevie Evans. Look, if you're watching, I apologize for David not being a fan of Kentucky.
I love it. That's where bourbon comes from, man. Which I drink far more bourbon now than I drink.
You are more of a bourbon guy.
Yeah, I do.
Really
I do a lot of bourbon. A lot of bourbon, and that's really it came to fruition because it didn't have good beer. You know, I developed the connoisseur taste for bourbon because I had a severe lack of good beer.
Your palate is evolving.
It's evolved. You
got to start wearing your monocle while you drink your bourbon and your.
I do not own a monocle, although I kind of want to get one now because we've talked about it so much.
Exactly. Look. I know for a fact I'm going to need glasses very, very soon. So I'm hoping only one of my eyes is jacked up, specifically so I can get a monocle.
I would just say two monocles.
That's what I told Kirsten, and she didn't think it was funny. Little did she know I wasn't joking.
We just went over this.
Yeah.
You're married, therefore you are no longer funny.
Yeah. No, but I also wasn't joking. I will literally walk around with two monocles.
Yes. I mean, why would you not? I mean, I want a handlebar mustache.
Oh yeah.
If I get if I have to have a monocle or
you
glasses,
got to do the handlebar mustache.
I'm doing a handlebar mustache.
Or like big mutton chops, big old mutton.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Kim Howard says, "Hey y'all."
Hey, Kim's a long time. I haven't heard from Kim in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Hope all is well. She must be happy about some of the new laws that recently passed. At least one of the new laws that recently passed in Ohio.
Well, I thought she was just excited. We were talking about mutton chops.
Mutton chops. You know, I do love mutton. You don't get a lot of good mutton in restaurants these days.
No, maybe not.
Anyway, it's a carnivore thing. You had to be there.
Yeah. So we were talking. I don't remember where I was at a restaurant a couple weeks ago, and they were discussing the difference between lamb and mutton, and lamb, mutton, and sheep.
Ooh, yeah.
About how they break it up, and I said I appreciate that. I'll have the 60-ounce bone-in tomahawk ribeye, please, medium.
Dude, I love a steak.
I appreciate all the conversation, but I want the big-ass steak.
I love a big-ass steak, but I'm telling you, nothing beats lamb chops. Lamb chops, man. You know my theory about cute animals and how delicious they are. It's a fact.
So we have talked about this. We've talked about, and you said it on this show.
It's science.
It's transcribed. That was so bad. So bad.
Yeah, John, we're not going to talk about issue 1. We're not going there.
I'm going to consider that a political issue, and we're going to move along.
Willie Melkin says, "When are you guys going to do a great cannabis review?" I am not.
Cannabis
the person
is
to
the
review
marijuana,
that.
right?
It is the wacky weed.
The wacky backy. Okay, yeah, it's not a thing for me. If you
It's
want to
not for
talk
me.
about, a Perdomo 10-year anniversary, we were talking earlier about the champagne version,
Right.
and the Maduro version of the cigars. Happy to talk about that.
Well, see, I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to cut it open, take out the
Ain't
insides,
doing
and
that.
fill it.
Ain't doing
with,
that.
And fill
That
it
is
with
a-
the
I
cannabis.
find that offensive at all levels.
As you should.
As you should.
Come
Go
on,
get your
we're living in a
Swisher Sweets
society.
and move on.
You bunch of stoners.
Yeah, you pot wankers.
Wait, is that what they're called these days?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a
He
new
coined-
term right there, you
he
pot wankers.
Coined pot wankers. That's good. Kim Howard says, I agree.
I agree.
I don't
yes.
think she agreed.
I don't know what she's talking
she
about.
Didn't agree to pot wankers.
I don't think
but,
she's okay. So Kim, we're gonna need some information from
That's
you.
a new
and,
T-shirt,
and,
by the way.
and pot wankers. Hashtag pot wankers. I love it. So
Willie Melkin says the devil's lettuce. I like
the
that. That's a good
devil's lettuce. The devil's lettuce.
I don't partake in the devil's lettuce, but I like the phrase.
So,
I like the term.
it is funny. So I had a cousin. It's not really not hard to hunt him down. He puts up the green leaf all the time, but he was out on his land, and my grandfather went to visit, and my grandfather, who knew exactly what was growing, said, "What is this?" And the joke became winter tomatoes or winter maters.
Winter maters.
Winter maters. Them's winter maters. And so for a long time, I was like, all right. Again, it's not my world. I don't know anything about it.
Right, yeah.
You pot wankers.
Yeah, bunch of
Dude,
pot
I am
wankers.
not letting that go. That needs to be on a T-shirt. Pot wankers.
I'll get you a shirt, David. I'll get
Yes.
you a pot wanker shirt.
I want a shirt that says, you pot wankers. Get away from me, you pot wankers. Boy, there is nothing not funny about that.
It keeps getting funnier.
Yes.
Well, the first time, I grew up in a country town. We didn't have a lot of Asian food restaurants where I grew up. And the first time I heard of pot stickers, I thought it was something very different.
Oh, okay.
I thought
All
pot
right.
stickers were something very, very different from what they
Okay.
ended up being.
Yeah. Okay.
Dave, was you talking about Old Man Kinder? Old Man Kinder?
Old Man Kinder. Old Man Kinder used to be my stepdad, so careful with that old man shit.
I don't know Old Man Kinder.
No. This would have been the surname Leffingwell. It was in the Leffingwell side of the family.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. I'm sure that makes sense. So anyway,
Yes.
I don't know where we're going with
Pot
that, but
wanker. I don't know.
somehow we
I'm
ended up talking about pot wankers.
I'm still freaking pot wankers, man. That's great.
So David,
Oh.
I got a few news items I think
Do
you'd be
you?
interested in.
You have news items.
I
That's
do.
great.
I
That's
do.
great. All right. What do you guys think? We're gonna do some news items. Let's get on to it.
All right.
Pot wankers.
Bunch of pot wankers.
Let's see what
in
these
here.
pot wankers want to listen to tonight.
So David, earlier I was trying to find the right news article, and you noticed that it was there's some aesthetically pleasing things on this.
Oh yeah.
this-
So I'm over here. I'm about 3 shades of useless during a certain section of the setup.
Well,
So we put all the computers were up, all the wire was done, this light was on. The only thing that hadn't been done yet was turning on that light. So I kept circling back, like, dude, we need to check that light. We need to check that light. He's like, man, you are really worried about that light. I was like, dude, I'm useless for everything you're about to do. That's literally the only thing left I can help you with. So after he gets up, he goes through, and then he sits back down here, and he's scrolling through www.pornhub.com on his screen.
that was not it.
That's not. It's
I
not. it.
I
It's
could
not
bring
it.
up some news about Pornhub, but I'm not
But
going to go
yeah,
there.
we're not getting in there. But so we go in, and so he's over here scrolling, and I look over, and there is an aesthetically pleasing image on the screen. And I'm like, are we talking about that tonight?
It's one of the things we're talking about tonight.
All right, so so I have no idea. All I know is there's a scantily clad female about to be on the screen, and I'm happy about it in all forms.
So, David, I'm glad that you recognize this is an actual female
Oh, dear Lord, be careful.
because actually, it could go in the wrong direction. No,
She's
this
not
is,
real.
She's not real. It's AI.
It's hey,
AI.
if AI wants, never mind. My wife's watching.
Your current wife. So,
Yeah,
this influencer has
my recently future ex-wife. If I keep talking like this,
nearly 150,000 Instagram followers and makes over $10,000 a month. Just one catch:
Yeah.
she's not real.
oh, okay.
So look at
A,
this. I mean, this is AI generated.
okay.
This is
A,
insane. Look how realistic that looks.
okay. Now that I'm seeing it up on the screen, because I've got a delay from what you've got over there.
Yeah.
Now that I'm seeing it, I can. There's some telltale signs here. There's some angles and things.
Right.
So
But
okay,
some
so
of
let's.
it, like, look, that looks pretty darn real.
It's not.
Wait till you get to
It's not unpleasing.
some on the Instagrams here.
So this is her instance. So this is AI.
So all
Instagram.
of this is AI generated. Basically, this comes from I think a Spanish agency, modeling agency,
in Barcelona. Okay, I
who
got it.
said they didn't want to deal with models anymore.
To be honest, they don't. Nikki, I need you to find out whether you're still watching.
So they didn't want to deal with models anymore. So
Yes.
they created this AI generated model who is pretty realistic.
Yeah.
And they can get her to do or say anything they want without dealing with a real model. I know where your mind's going. I'm just saying. Look, there probably is an OnlyFans attached to this. I'd be surprised if there's not. Actually, let's check. Let's see if there is. Let's see. She has a link tree on her Instagram. I'm not going to actually sign up
I
for
thought you were going to go straight to OnlyFans.
So no, actually, well, look. So look. I'm not going to show any of those photos, but it does say exclusive content. Let's see. I'll bet that's an OnlyFans.
Exclusive content.
Sensitive content.
Sensitive. Yeah, don't click that.
Don't click that. Oh,
don't click the
hey,
one that says sensitive content.
Don't click the sensitive content.
Yeah, don't do that.
The one that I just clicked, it didn't go anywhere anyway.
Okay, good.
Actually, it didn't go anywhere. Oh, there it goes.
Excuse me.
Yep, there it goes.
Big subs. Okay,
no.
I'm a fan of this AI thing now because it says big subs. I'm a big sub fan. Sup.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
Sup.
So, but the point is
See? I'm a
look
big
how.
sub fan.
So some of these you can tell that they're not real. Like the specular highlight on. She looks really sweaty for some reason, but like not in a realistic way.
All right, specular highlight.
All right, so in computer animation, there's something called specular highlight, which basically means like when you're looking at a solid object.
Okay.
The edges, right? So the edges will have a little highlight of the light reflecting off. Or like when you're looking at somebody's face, there's the edge that reflects slightly more light than